What up, YouTube? Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Sherry. Thank you so much for being here today. I really appreciate it. I hope you're doing well. Today I have for you the second part of my 2018 beauty favorites. If you haven't seen the first one, I'll link it up there for you. Oh my goodness, it was long and I'm sorry, but you guys know I'm extra, and whenever I get started talking about makeup and geeking out on makeup, there is just no stopping me. So it was a big effort to condense it down to my top 5 of each category, and there's so many categories. I have so many steps to my beauty routine, you guys, you probably don't even know them all. But anyway, long story short, these are the rest of the categories that I have for my favorites for beauty, so let's go ahead and get into it. The first category is my top 5 favorite false lash styles. Oh my goodness, I've gotten so spoiled on false lashes, you guys. I just almost feel like my look is not complete unless I'm wearing them. I don't always wear them, but probably 80% of the time I do. I just love them. I think they make everything just look so much prettier. So whenever I had to decide on which styles to choose for my favorites, it was difficult because I wear a lot of different lashes, ranging from very natural to very big and dramatic. But today I just decided to choose the ones that I wear the very most on a daily basis, the most comfortable, the ones that I turn to the most. I kind of ranged from pretty simple and not very dramatic to really dramatic. So let's get started here. The first two are the Christina Demi Wispies and Wispies, and I love both of these styles. I get these in 6-packs on Amazon for like $12, $13, and I just love them. As far as the Demi Wispies are concerned, I love them because they are very tapered at the inner corner, but they also have a very big flare. But I love about these and the Wispies, I love that the edges crisscross, and I don't know how well you can actually see them. The lighting may be blurring it out. I hope not, but I am sure you've seen them on my eyes so many times that I'm sure you already know what I'm talking about. And these are the actual Wispies, and these are just kind of long all across the board. I love the way the ends crisscross. I think it's so beautiful. Plus these have really, really, really thin bands. It barely feels like you have anything there. If you get them placed right, which I do 99% of the time, you can't even tell that they're there. They're so light, it doesn't feel like you've got a big umbrella over your eye, and I can wear them all day without them irritating me, and I love that. Another style that I feel the same way about are the Ardell Demi Wispies, and I buy these in 5-packs. Really good economical prices for these, and I just love the darkness of them. I love that they're there, but there's still some fanning out where you can see the eye look through them, and they just add a really nice touch to any look. I'm wearing them today actually, and I love them because it adds the drama, but it's not like this giant thing on your eye, which, you know, there are times that I like those, but on the daily I like lashes like this and the Christina Wispies. The others are from the House of Lashes, and these are 2 styles from House of Lashes that I really love, and I love House of Lashes, period. I have lots of House of Lashes lashes, but my 2 favorite styles, I have them here in my little carrier because these have been used multiple times, and the top one is the Iconic and the bottom one is the Siren Mini. I love the Iconic because it's super dramatic. It's very tapered, but it flares out, and it's like they're pointy. I don't know any other way to describe it but to say they're pointy. I'm sure you can see that they're pointy. And the reason I love the Siren Mini is because I just love the way it's chunked into sections. I love that the little sections are kind of tapered into a point, and I love these with really grungy looks and really rounded looks, kind of like what I'm wearing today. These would have looked beautiful with that, but I wanted them in here, not on my eyes, so that you could actually see the shape and size of them. I love these because they have a super thin band and they're very comfortable. These do not have a thin band, and they're not really comfortable until you get them broken in. They do feel kind of stiff, but they're very involved and they need a thicker band to hold all the lashes in place, and you do have to use a lot of glue to keep these on your eye, to keep them secured down. But once you get them shaped to your eye, they are much easier to deal with. Those are my favorite lashes for 2018. The next category are my top 5 favorite lip liners. I have these divided into 2 different brands and 2 different lines, and those are the Buxom Plumpline lip liners and the lip liners from Gerard Cosmetics. First, we'll talk about the Buxom. You guys already know that I love these. You already know that I love these, and I have probably 15 of them, and luckily they go on sale almost every Ulta sale, and I just pick up a few more every time. My favorite shades are Hush Hush, Dolly Danger, my absolute favorite. You can tell by how much is left of it, and Restricted. And it's kind of like a rosy nude, a pinky nude, and kind of a brownie nude, kind of a warmer nude. I'm gonna swatch these for you. This one is Hush Hush. Dolly Danger is my absolute favorite, and Restricted. Oops. That was a baton twirl. And Restricted. Beautiful colors. The next category are my traditional bullet, my top 5 traditional bullet lippies. And if you notice, I kind of pick shades that are in the same line, usually just because if I find one color I like and I like the formula, I'll go buy a bunch of the other ones. Kind of like when I find a shirt I like, I'll go buy a bunch of different patterns or a bunch of different colors just because I like it. The first one is the Milani, and this shade is called Plum Rose. And I have another one I cannot find, or I would be showing it to you right now. It's probably in my purse, and it's called Pretty Natural. And I love this formula. Oh, my swatches are not pretty, but that's a pretty color. And they smell good. They're about $5, very economical. They're very moisturizing, and you do have to reapply them, but I don't mind that, especially on days in between liquid lippies when I just want something that's moisturizing. This is a beautiful formula and such pretty colors. I really like this one. Next are the Gerard Gold Bullet. I call them Gold Bullet lippies, and I have Rodeo Drive and 1995. I have 1995 in a Hydramatte also that I love, but I like for the same reason. I love this color. It's like a grungy color for me. I love to wear this when I'm wearing grungy looks. It just pairs perfectly with grungy looks, especially like olive greens. And that's 1995. It's just beautiful, and so is the Hydramatte in that color. Rodeo Drive is my favorite bullet lippy from Gerard. It's beautiful. They have another one called Vintage Rose that I really love, but those are my 2 favorites. And MAC. You guys, I was into makeup for like 2 years before I actually got a MAC lipstick. And these are my favorite. This one is Myrrh. Can someone tell me how to say this? M-E-H-R. Myrrh. I'm just going to say Myrrh. Myrrh is one of my absolute favorites. I love it. If you hear beeping, I'm sorry. I'm cooking some chicken wings in my air fryer. And the reason that I'm doing that while I'm doing this is because I filmed this once before. Have you heard that before? Does it sound like deja vu? Somehow I didn't wipe my card, and I thought I wiped my card, and when I put it into my camera it didn't tell me that my card was full, so I filmed this entire thing. It even showed the time ticking. It was very disrespectful. This is Myrrh right here. Beautiful color. And I love the way MAC lipsticks smell. I love the way they wear. And the next one is my absolute favorite, my favorite bullet lippy, period. And I reach for this non-stop because it goes with everything. It looks perfect and beautiful with everything, and that is Velvet Teddy. So those are my favorite traditional bullet lippies. The next category is my top liquid lipstick formulas. I have many colors in this one, and I have many colors in this one, but I really need to show you these. The first one is the Hydramatte by Gerard Cosmetics, and you guys, if you've watched any of my videos for the last 6 months, you've seen me wear these all the time because I love, love, love this formula. In general, I really like a moussey textured liquid lipstick because it's just more comfortable for me, but my problem with those that I don't have with these are whenever I reapply, it tends to get chunky and kind of crumbly, and it just feels really uncomfortable, like I'm not sure how my lips look. Even though they usually look okay, it feels like they don't look okay. And with these, you can reapply them, and it's a thin formula, and so you can apply on top of some that you already have on, and it doesn't do anything crazy. It just reapplies the color, and I like that. So the first one I'm going to show you is Immortal. It's my absolute favorite red of all time. It's the perfect red. I wore this in my Ugly Christmas sweater collab, and I got so many questions about it and so many compliments, and I'll link that right there if you want to see the look I'm talking about. But this is the perfect red, guys. The absolute, undeniable, perfect red. I love it so much. And I love this formula because I don't have to worry. It's not going anywhere. It's going to stay put. I love that it's not going to travel outside of my lip line, especially when I wear red. It's usually for special occasions, and I don't want it moving. I especially don't want it to look all weird and go into the fine lines, but I think it's a beautiful color. It's red perfection in my opinion. This is the perfect Misty Purple, the one that I looked for forever and bought so many lippies trying to get this color and not finding it. And this is called Ecstasy. Super gorgeous. I wear this one a lot. I like to wear this with looks like I'm wearing today that has some kind of that undertone. Next is Mile High. And this is my perfect nude that I wear a lot on the daily. It's just a perfect pinky nude. It's beautiful. My swatches look janky as all heck, but you get the point. And then my absolute favorite is 90210. It is such a beautiful rosy color. I wear this one all the time too, right there. 90210. Absolutely gorgeous. If I'm not using these, I would be using one of these two formulas, Dose of Colors or Bare Minerals Gen Nude, or even Statement Mattes. They have some colorful ones too. But Dose of Colors is a moussey formula, and I didn't say so, but Gerard has a classic doe foot. This kind of has a scoop doe foot, and this is a moussey formula, but I love the color Stone. I have probably 10 of these, and I promised a swatch video a long time ago, and I have not gotten that accomplished, so I apologize. I hope to get it accomplished in the near future. And the Bare Minerals Gen Nude, I'm showing you Swag. Again, a nice, it has a flat doe foot, a nice moussey formula, very opaque, very soft, very comfortable. And so I gave you more than 5, but I just gave you 3 formulas, and I'm going to stick with that because these are my absolute favorite, and this is what I wear 90% of the time. My next category is top 5 favorite lip glosses and or lip creams. Some of these are kind of a combination of those two, I think, but I love all of them. My very favorite formula I'll save for last. But the first one is a lip cream, and it's by Gerard Cosmetics, and it is called Envy. Supreme Lip Cream is the name of the line, and this is called Envy. Super opaque, super glossy, just beautiful. The next one is from the Color Your Smile line from Gerard Cosmetics, and this one is called Plum Crazy. I chose this shade because my husband is a car guy, and his dream car is a Barracuda painted Plum Crazy. So this is kind of a brownie plum, and it's super gorgeous, but probably not the same color his car would be, but that's the reason why I chose it. The next one is Bare Minerals Gloss, and this is in the shade Heartbreaker. I love these. I love the slanted applicator, the flat slanted applicator, and these are super soft, super opaque, glossy enough to really be glossy, sticky enough to stick around, but not so sticky that it drives you insane. And they smell so good. All of these smell good. But my very favorite lip gloss, period, line entirely is Buxom, and these are two of my favorites. I love the way that they are plumping. They have that really nice, just a classic doe foot. They have the really nice minty sensation. This one is called Victoria. It's a mauve, but it's got glimmer and shimmer in it. I don't know if you can see, it's like really fine. I don't necessarily love glittery lip glosses when you can feel it, but you can't feel it. It's such a fine shimmer. It's beautiful. And then the next one is called Claire. And I got a bunch of these minis in a box set for Christmas. I'll link the video where I unboxed and swatched all of them. But this was one of my favorites, called Claire. Just so pretty. Same thing, but just a lighter pink, but it's got a really fine shimmer through it. It's beautiful. But I love the Buxom formula. I love all of these formulas. I'm not a big gloss person. I have a particular friend who's trying to bring gloss back, and she's always encouraging me to wear glossy lips. And as dry as my lips have been this winter, I have welcomed it on many occasions, and I'm starting to warm to it a little bit. But these are my favorite glosses. The next category is my top 5 favorite liquid eyeliners. I'm not going to have any pencil eyeliners because I don't use pencil eyeliners. And if I do, it's just a basic black in the waterline, or basic black or brown. I have hundreds from subscription boxes, and I just pick one out of the pile and go for it. I don't really see, considering I don't use them much, I just don't see a reason to show you my favorites because I don't really have any. All of these are brush chips because that's what I prefer. Some of these are better than others, or some of these I like better than others for particular reasons, and I'll let you know. The two that are closest to drugstore or our drugstore are Physicians Formula Eye Booster Pen, which is this one, and the NYX Epic Ink Liner. And these are a little bit of a waterier formula. These are a more watery formula, and they have the tendency to move a little bit, kind of bleed into the lines. So when I use these, I keep them very close to my lash line, and I don't go all the way into the inner corner. But for drugstore, they're pretty good. My holy grail forever and a day was Kat Von D Trooper Liner. I still love it. It's still pretty good in my book, but something else has beat it out. LA Splash Architect. I love both of these for this same reason. They're very easy to work with. They are controllable. I like to use these for the outline of my liner. Whenever I don't want something juicy moving all over the place, I can get a precise line with these, and then I'll go in and fill it with something else. But the only gripe I have about this is it has a bit of a sheen to it, and I really prefer a matte liner, but it's still a really good one. This one doesn't have, like, there's like a little ball inside of these to manipulate the product. This doesn't have it, and so it dries out really fast, and it just doesn't seem worth the money. Even though it's a good liner, it dries out really fast. Now this one, I received this, and this is the It Cosmetics Superhero Liner. I received this in a today's special value with some other things, and this wasn't the reason I bought it, but I had it, so I'm like, why not? I didn't want to pay 20 bucks for another Trooper, so I tried it. And at first I wasn't a fan, and then I started using it a little bit more and a little bit more. It's like, yeah, this is really black, really matte, easily controlled, doesn't bleed. I liked it, and I was like, okay, I'll use this until I get another Trooper. So during the Sephora sale, I got another Trooper, and then I used Trooper, and I was like, this isn't very black. This isn't matte. And I knew it wasn't matte, but it wasn't very black. And I was like, so I still use the Kat Von D because I'm using it because I spent 20 bucks on it. I'm using the Kat Von D to do the outline, and then I'm using this old superhero liner to fill it in, because even though I've used this for so long that the brush has gotten just a little bit frayed on the end, so there's like not such a precise point, there's still tons of product in here. I still don't have any trouble. I'm going to show you. Boom. It's still going strong. Out of the entire time I've been on this makeup buying fast, this is the only replacement product that I bought. It's 24 bucks, which is super pricey, but at QVC they have a double pack for a little over $30, and so you get it for 15 bucks, which is cheaper, almost cheaper than the drugstore ones, or near as cheap, because I think the Physicians Formula and the NYX Epic Liner are somewhere in the $11, $12 range. So for a few more dollars, I'm getting this one. And it's the only thing I replaced in the whole month. Even though I thought about things I should replace, this is the one that I replaced. It has kicked Kat Von D's tush. It's taken its place. Absolutely taken its place. Sorry for the beeps. Absolutely taken its place, and for now this is my holy grail. Isn't it funny how you think that something is so fabulous that nothing will ever beat it out, and sometimes even by accident you find a replacement for it? So sorry, trooper, but I got myself a superhero. That was cheesy as all get out, but anyways, these are my favorite liquid eyeliners. My next category is my top 5 favorite tools. I thought I should talk about brushes, but I use hundreds of brushes. I use them interchangeably. I move them around. I use certain things for certain ones, for certain looks, and it would take forever. And so I just pulled my favorite tools, the things that I could not have lived without this year, and the things that I use the very most, and that I felt like I couldn't live without. I obviously could, but I didn't want to. And the first one is, I went back to the Beauty Blender. I was using a Real Technique sponge. I was using some brushes. I was using all kinds of different things, and I went back to the Beauty Blender. The black one is my favorite. I don't know why. They do have a little bit of a different consistency. They just do. And it's dirty. I used it today. And doesn't my skin look pretty because I used it? I still love the Beauty Blender. I love all colors of Beauty Blender, but I like the black one the best. If I'm going to use a brush, this one I found kind of by accident. This was another IT Cosmetics Today's Special Value inclusion, not what I was ordering, but came with what I ordered. And this is the Bye Bye Pores Powder Heavenly Skin Brush. And one day I was going to I had some foundation on. I didn't have a Beauty Blender nearby. I just grabbed this, spread it out, and I was like, oh my gosh, my skin looks airbrushed. This is an awesome brush, you guys. It's like $48 or something. So if you can get on HSN or QVC or one of those places and get a value that had like a value pack, a Today's Special Value, or you know, they have these kind of brushes coupled with different products, and get it for a discounted price with some other products, do that. But this is a beautiful brush. It is so soft. The only gripe I have about it is it does saturate, like it really does get saturated with product quickly, and that airbrushed effect goes away. And so I have to wash it a lot, and it's very dense, and so it takes a long time to dry, usually more than one day. And so I have another Morphe brush that's similar to this that I interchange it with. I'll wash one and use the other, and just kind of cycle them in and out. But this is such an awesome brush. If you have the opportunity to get it, or if you have the means to pay full price, I would absolutely get this brush. Speaking of awesome brushes, this is the favorite brush that I bought this year. I bought this whenever I bought the Norvina palette, and this is the Anastasia Beverly Hills A25. It's a natural hair brush. Oh my gosh, I love it so much. It's the perfect shape for my eye. It fits right into that crease. That's what I made some of those lines with today. Blends out while you're depositing. It's a beautiful brush. I would definitely, if you're looking for a new blender, I would definitely give this one a try. And the holy grail of holy grails, my Wayne Goss eye set. This was super expensive, and it was worth every single penny. I love these brushes. I want every Wayne Goss brush known to man. They're worth the money. I take extra special care of them. I use them every single day, and I couldn't love them more. I couldn't love them more. I just want every shape known to man. They are natural hair. They're natural goat hair brushes. They clean up well. They're very dirty because I use them. And oh my gosh, I just love them so much. They're so well made. They don't shed. They're so soft. It's like they do the work for you. And I say that to people and they're like, yeah, whatever, Sherri, until they get them. And then they're like, oh my gosh, I know what you're talking about. And I just love these brushes. And for the last favorite tool is this false eyelash tool, if I can get it out. And I love it because, number one, it's got very blunted off tips, so when you're seeing your eye, it's not sharp. This area is curved, and so whenever I need to push the false lash down into my, like, smush my natural lashes and the falsie together, it like pushes the band down right to the lash line, and it works perfectly. I love to actually put the lash in it and set the lash down on my lash line with it. I use it that way also. I use it to push them up. I use it for many reasons, but I lost this for a while. This thing was tucked back in the back of one of my drawers, and I was about to buy another one and I found it. But they have these on Amazon. They have them, there's a Japanese one. There's several different ones. It depends. I think I paid 12 bucks for it. Absolutely worth the money. So those are, I'm getting silly. Those are my favorite tools for 2018. And finally, I have a top random products. These are just products that didn't seem to fit in with any of the other categories, but I wanted to mention them for sure. The first one is the Whitening Lightning Super Booster Pen by Gerard Cosmetics. I love this. It's a brush tip. I use it I put it on every morning and every night. It doesn't hurt my teeth. It definitely has whitened my teeth up so much, and it makes me happy to see myself smile because of that. And it's just convenient, compact, doesn't take up much room, and most of all, it doesn't make my teeth sensitive. And every single other whitening product that I've ever used has made my teeth sensitive, and I use this in the morning and at night. No problems. Next is an Emily Noel recommendation, and it's the Wet n Wild Ultra Brow Highlighter. And I use this to highlight my inner rim. It stays there, it brightens up, makes my eyes look awake at 4:35 in the morning when I'm not. And it's so creamy, it just goes in there so opaquely. It's very obviously there, and I love it. It's like $3. And last but not least, this was a recommendation from one of my friends, Casey, and her name is Casey G.E. Yeah, Casey G.E. Makeup by Casey G.E. on YouTube, and I'll put her channel up there for you. But this is rosehip oil, and she said she had some darkness on her face, and the only thing that she used that lightened up that darkness of hyperpigmentation was this. And so I went to TJ Maxx, bought a bottle. I think it was like $5, and I've been putting it where I had some hyperpigmentation, some sun damage on my forehead from those days when I used to be a sun bunny, like baby oil, foil blankets, and out in the lake for 8 hours, and yeah, all that stuff, and didn't protect my skin. So you pay for it, ladies. If there's a 15 to 25-year-old watching this, sunscreen, take care of your face. One day you'll thank me. But this absolutely does do something to even the skin tone. The areas that are super dark are starting to lighten up, and this is the only thing I can attribute it to. So if you're having those kinds of issues on your face, then maybe this would be worth a try. On top of it, it's a really nice oil, and it moisturizes the skin as well, so it's multi-purpose. So that's it for my random, didn't fit into any category favorites. Okay guys, we made it to the end. Can you believe it? It's been a lot of preparation for this, so I'm happy to have it done. But this was so much fun going back through the year, looking at the things that I love, pulling things out, and some of those I used the first 6 months of the year and didn't really return to. So it's like, yeah, I love this, I love that, I gotta include this is my holy grail, this, replace that, and all those things. It was just a lot of fun to just kind of do an overview of the year and reflect back on all the things that I loved. And so that being said, thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate it. Thank you for making 2018 such a great year for me. I had such a great time on YouTube. It was just a blast and a half. I feel so blessed to have met so many really cool people. People who love to geek out on makeup with me are my favorite kind of people. So thank you so much for your support of me as a person and also for my channel. I appreciate it so much, and so from the bottom of my heart, thank you. And I guess that's it for me, you guys. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already. And I wish you a very happy 2019. Until next time, take care and God bless. Bye, guys. What up, YouTube? Hey, guys. As far as the I have these divided into two lines, I guess. Yeah, two brands and two lines that are my absolute favorite, and that are when I first, they last forever too. Whenever I first started using these, I thought, you know, the large. So those are my favorite traditional. Booger and Snot. So I want to show you these 5. These are all brush tip. That's what I prefer. That's what I love. Some of these are better than ever. But this put it where it go, man. Put it where it go.
Now I got the itis. I'm laying on this couch, but I don't know what's gonna happen in the next 5 minutes. Delicious.
2 categories down, and I'm still trucking. I told you they were so good. Aren't they juicy inside and delicious? You're making me laugh, though. I ain't judging nothing because I'm thinking to knock them out once I get done with this.